So, just as a continuation, like my eyes are all puffy from the last few days. I've got so like that. I know this is a game. I know that this life is all just a game. It's about keeping your spirits up and pushing through it like it's a game. Everything's funny. Everything's funny. But to continuation about the big love bomb that I got this morning, and that I just went into like my shell because I had to process. So after I talked about it a little bit over here on the video about this must be what it feels like to be the runner. This must be what it feels like when you get like overwhelmed with like overwhelming feeling overwhelming love to where you just like I don't know, is that am I deserving of it? I don't know. It just feels like you're it's like you're see-through or something, or there's a scariness to it, to feeling that much love. And then what do you say? What do you say? How do you like? What do you say? There's so much in that video that he did, and it like speaks to me on all the different levels, just like this whole twin flame journey. It speaks to me on all the different levels. And he's joking around on there, and he's teasing me with all sorts of, sex jokes. And he's putting me out there, and he's putting himself out there with me. And respecting me and showing me in a nice light, and himself too. And also making it light. And at the end, we're both laughing. And he's showing one little process that we went through, right, where I left him a message in the morning. I was all, crying and fearful, and how am I going to do this, and what am I going to do? And then he just sent me a whole series. This was the other day. He sent me a whole series of the funniest messages. It was like an hour. He took an hour sending me message after message after message, just saying all sorts of like, things with lessons in them, but also just all sorts of dorky stuff to lift up my spirits. And it was just like he knows exactly how to maneuver me. There are birds up there dropping olives down. So I heard something dropping. I was trying to figure out what it was, and I see like a whole bunch of olives. But what bird is going to be up there dropping olives? But there is. Maybe it's just that the olives got to a point where they need to just drop off the tree. You know, no one else. I mean, I don't want to start it that way. He is the person that knows me the best, just by nature. We went through. He sent me a whole hour of these messages, recorded like voice messages, and he was saying all sorts of stuff. And then he was talking to me in English because we speak in Hebrew. And he was cracking jokes, and he was talking about falafels, and he was talking about kinky sex, and he was talking about, just going on and on and on, like rattling and rattling and rattling. It was like a whole hour of just rattling. And I was out on the side of the mountain with my dogs. And by the end of it, I was in such a good mood. I felt like I felt like all of the fears like dissipated. They dissipate until you get there where it's actually time to do something. I'm just going to do, just take another step at a time, another step. These videos, I feel like, are just, they're doing themselves. They feel like, they feel like this is my enjoyment time where I get to sit down and blab. I like to blab. But I just felt so overwhelmed this morning. So I was going to update. This whole thing was so that I could update. So I went ahead and, it had been like, I know what it feels like when you send something you don't get answer. I don't know if he does that. I don't know. He seems like really strong, he's the strongest person I know. And so I wanted to answer him about the video and not just leave it like that. And so it took me a couple of hours. So finally, I sent him a voice. It's, it was all I could get out. I sent him a voice message, and I was like, I don't know. It was, I don't know. It was all I could get out. And then there was like a big silent point towards the end, and I told him, okay, that's it. I don't have any more words. At least I answered, and he knows how I feel about it. I think I don't know. It was all over the place. That message I sent him was all over the place. But I think that he that he might find it maybe a little bit annoying that I'm all over the place. But I think he also finds it endearing. Okay, that's it.